Hello guys, it's Mungai E. Welcome to the Mungai E Show, and of course it's the number one online TV show. And guys, today we are joined with a beautiful and talented lady in our entertainment industry. We all know her as DJ Pierra Makena. Anyway, Pierra, uko vipi?
Niko poa kabisa. So happy to be here.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for honoring our call. Uko poa?
Niko poa. You know, if you're somebody I watch, so when you call, there's definitely no way I would have said no. Yani, I had to change everything. I had to make sure I come. So I'm the one who's honored.
Wow, thank you so much. Anyway, Pierra, let's get to this DJ that you've been seeing, we've been watching over the years. I would like to know, is wewe kukua DJ, is it something that you always wanted to become? And of course, nikiangalia maybe wewe with the parents were your generation yenu, maybe telling them that you're choosing a career as a DJ. Like, just tell us a little bit.
It was terrible. It was. I'd never thought of being a DJ, obviously, but I was in the media. My background, I joined the media when I was 17. I was pretty young. That time, ukiingia media, ukiwa that age, you automatically were a star. So I used to do those old productions, Kina Tausi, Kisulisuli. They were very, very good productions. But Nikitambo. So that's how I got my foot into TV. I never wanted to do anything to do with TV. Imagine. Me, I just wanted to be a pediatrician. Like, I love babies. I felt like the need to, study kids, treat them. That was my calling. But clearly, God had a different plan for me. So when I joined media, it was production, like Kina Grapevine. I used to produce at some time. And then I was a host of Grapevine as well. But then every time I got into a radio station to do a show, I felt like I'm just doing the same thing everybody's doing. And then I was like, how can I do this differently? That was in 2009. I was like, how do I do this show differently? Then I was like, how about I become a radio DJ? Like, I play my music on radio and still do the show. And that's how I began. Wow. I did the first times like this, nikaanza kuitwa gigs.
Okay, and being a male-dominated career, as a woman, how has it been, and nini mekufanya unakuwa like bado you're on the move na pia uko pale top?
Funny enough, when I started, I don't think even there was any other female DJ. It was like I pushed myself. I was in the limelight. Like I pushed. I was the only one people were talking about. And most male DJs were not happy about it. I don't know if because they felt that like I had potential, or they just felt like she should not be here. This is not her space. I got a lot of hate. Oh. Yeah, a whole lot. Like I went through a lot of discouragements, and then it got to a time where people would even put stuff out to make sure I get discouraged. Like put a clip of me, like when I'm learning how to DJ, and say, see, she cannot DJ, she can't get anywhere. I was given timeline. Yeah, I was given that, and I think that's what motivated me. I was like, oh, so you think I'll never do it? What I did, I was like, if this is how people do it, I'm going to do it the other way. And I'll be different all through. And I think that's what has gotten me to where I am. I don't think I'm like any other DJ. The way I play, the way I do my thing, I'm an entertainer. I call myself that. I'm a performer. People will come, they're like, but DJ Pierra doesn't scratch. I'm like, you scratch and win. Let me not scratch and win. We can all win. The cake is big. So do not compare me with somebody else. And I think that is what made my success grow, because I never compared myself to any DJ. I didn't want to become so-and-so. I didn't look at myself and say, I want to become Styles or Pinye. No. I looked at myself and I was like, I want to create a path that's just me. Yeah, and I think that's the mistake many young upcoming DJs are doing. They come to compete with DJ Pierra. They want to go past Pierra. They want to be the top female DJ. And the only way they can be there is by beating DJ Pierra. And that is wrong. Then you don't get your own identity. And then if you beat me, and then where next? So that shouldn't, I feel like it should not be where you want to be, but it should be compete with yourself. Don't look at me and try to tarnish me so I can get bad for you to win, but just make your own path. Yeah, I think I can talk as much as my baby.
Wow. So looking at your career, most of the time, entertainment work need you to be out mostly at night and everything. And right now you have a child. Like, how have you been balancing it, family and work?
To be honest, it's one of the hardest things ever, and especially being a single parent, because then when I leave my child, she's alone. You know, she's not left with like the father or something. So I try to compensate that, and I end up doing it with my sleep. So like when I work at night and come during the day, I have to spend time and take care of my baby during the day and still work my other jobs. And then at night again here, I come and I have to play, or I have to do my other night jobs. I might have a shoot that we're shooting at night. So I always try to do something that I know my child doesn't feel like she's not getting enough of my attention. It is hard. Like, it's really hard. Sometimes I feel like quitting, but then I realize if I quit, then what happens to my baby's future? So I continue pushing. But sometimes it's like the last maybe couple of weeks, I've been booked, you know, back to back. And then during the day, I have a company that I'm running, so I'm in the office, and so sometimes I just carry her to the office. I just carry her. Anytime I get a break, I'm with her. And when I have to work, I have to work. And sometimes she's like, Mom, I don't want to be alone. It makes me feel so guilty. But I tend to remind myself whatever I'm doing is for her as well. So thinking of a second born, I'm like, I can't handle two of those.
Wow. So maybe, if I may ask, if right now she's 7 and it's still hard, how was it when she was younger, and especially when the dad left the picture?
The good thing is that it was never in the picture from the word go. So I learned how to...
Oh, since she was born?
Yeah. So I learned how to handle the entire process by myself. If I can just tell you a picture maybe that will answer that question, all I remember is driving my car, breastfeeding my baby at the same time. I'm sure NTSA might come for me. But I have to go to work, and I have to go with my child because maybe my nanny has left, and I can't not go to work because I used to have a live show at KBC. So I would put my baby on my boobie, drive the car, and go to work. Then I would give my producer, I'm like, nishikilia, mtoto, and I do my links. That's how bad it was. It really got bad. But I don't know, somehow I had a feeling that I'll make it. So I never at one point felt like I'm giving up. I felt like this is challenging. I knew at one point I'll sit in such a beautiful... Okay, I love cursing. Okay, not I love cursing, I hate cursing. You know, I'll sit on such a chair and say my story, knowing I've made it. I have a beautiful car outside, I have a beautiful child, and I'm going back home to a good place, having made it. At that point, I felt like I might not, but I never gave up. So it's hard. When she was younger, it was one of the hardest things, especially the fact that she used to breastfeed, and she used to do it a lot. And then she had that, I don't know, colic. I don't even know what colic is. When you get pregnant, please come, I will teach you these things. But there's a thing that kids like cry over and over and over nonstop. Yeah, so that can, yeah. But some, I don't know, parents sort of, yeah, they make it through. Yeah, they manage, but it's hard. Yeah.
Well, okay, you've mentioned something about the dad never ever being on the picture, and it's something that, of course, we've known you of being one of the celebrities or popular people who don't really share their personal issues until lately, whereby there was an interview that you did kwa simu ile ya kupigiwa na nkali pale. Yeah, and you said that he never takes care of her. He has never been in her life, and with that, you can never beg. Maybe you can never beg a deadbeat person to be in the life of the child if they don't want. You know. Okay, I would like to know. You've mentioned that hajakuwa kwa maisha ya mtoto. Like, how have you managed all through? And since he left mapema, like, nini ilikumotivate? You know what? I'm gonna put it. Like, lazima nitapush peke yangu.
And I like actually you've asked that question, because then I can clarify what I meant. I meant that I will never, and please God help me to never go back to ever do it. I cannot take a man to court. I cannot sue a man because he's refused to take care of his child. No, please God help me to never do that. I can sue, take a man to court so he can remove money to take care of his child. That just sounds wrong. I wish I could take a man to court so he can love the child. You get what I mean? Love is more different than material. Let a man be there for the child. Let that man hug that baby when she needs the love and the attention. Let them be there. Let them take care of emotionally of their child. If there was a room like that, then I would take a man to court. But I wouldn't take a man to court because he has money, so he gives me a share of that to take care of the baby. I find it so wrong. So for me, first and foremost, I'm very content with where I'm at in my life. So if me and my baby just take 1 packet of milk, trust me, I don't need my man to bring 2 packets for me to go like, yeah, he did it. No? So for me, I taught myself to be content when I realized I was pregnant and this guy was not going to be part of it. To be very clear, we had a very good relationship. But after we broke up and I was pregnant, he left. He did not even want anything to do with us. And was very polite about it. He wasn't rude. He didn't demean me or anything, no. But 5 months later, when I was pregnant, he got married to someone else.
Okay, 5 months later when you were pregnant. So you were 5 months pregnant, and on the other side, he was getting married to somebody else.
Yeah. That was so hurting. I never thought I would move from that, but I did. Somehow, I don't know how we get the grace to. And I was happy for him because I thought he's found his happiness. And God hope he got his happiness. I really don't follow his life and I don't want to know what happens, but I hope he got his happiness. And that's why, for me, to bother about his life and now to go knock on his door and no, that's not a big deal, and that's their life.
So he was never married. You know, there are some blogs that say that he was a married man.
No, he was never married. He was never married. We had dated for a bit, and then we broke up. 2 weeks later, that's when I discovered I was pregnant. After we had broken up, and then now we stayed like for it was about 5 months. He met this other chick, and I think they connected. Happily married. Yeah. So as much as I got hurt at the fact that he was getting married when I was carrying his child, I somehow had to live with it because then that's life. You know what I mean? That's just life. That's how it is. Sometimes you get the good part of life, other times it's kind of roller coaster. So as much as I was hurt, it was okay for him to receive the happy side of life. You get?
Yeah.
So he was never married. Trust me, I'm not that kind of a chick. Yeah? I think there are very many men around for us not to run after married men. Yeah.
Wow. You're mentioning that, and you've been clear that you even realized you were pregnant when you guys had already broken up and everything. There's a photo, and I think it's the only photo that is on Google of the man and your child, and I think that is the only maybe photo that has ever been on Google. Yeye akiwa na mtoto. Does it mean at any point you guys had agreed to co-parent and then it didn't work, or what happened?
Who is it? Who? I don't know who you're talking about, but let me tell you something. If I don't go to social media. Like even comments rarely do I read, or blogs that talk about all these Mzoshine or people. My baby meets a lot of people and they love her and they like to take pictures. All I know is one time I just Googled my name and there was Pierra's baby daddy, and when I read that, I had like a list of baby daddies, and I'm like, oh my God. So which one should I choose among this? You know, there's so many people who people think it's the baby daddy, it's the baby daddy, it's the baby daddy. And the reason why I choose not to talk about him, can I be very honest? One, because now he's a married man. He has a family, he has his kids. That is life. Imagine now every time unaona bwana yako anaongelewa vibaya. Imagine, for the simple respect of what they have, I choose not to drag him into my family life. Secondly, he's not part of our lives. So why should I bring him there, you know? There's a time, I think when Rika was a bit grown, we met and we talked, and he was like, oh, I haven't been a good parent. I would want to be in her life. And I was like, okay. Because you know why? Nothing will ever change that is the father of the child. True, right? True. So I was like, okay, you can try. And then now he did that one, and then I just discovered that I don't think his intentions were right. At that, I don't think he really wanted to be part of her life. I think he just wanted to achieve something at that particular time, which why I was like, now, bro, Toshimiane, the day you know you're really ready to be
So you're
a
not the
father.
kind of person who would tell him not to.
Why? He's the real father of the child. Things will never change. You know, it will never change. So unless he himself changes and is ready to be a father, right now I'm not willing for games. Rika is growing, she's intelligent, and I don't want her emotions to be played with. No.
And how do you deal it with her? Because I've interacted with her. She's very outgoing. She can ask literally anything. How do you deal with it?
That intelligence of her, she got it from her mama. So I know how to counter her questions. But when she asks such things about, the good thing is that my family is very, very compact here. So she has no idea even who the father is. Okay, she does. But the questions that she asks is, but I met him, so where is he? You know, ask me, I'm sorry, I'm whispering. I feel like it's like I'm letting her, but she asks such questions and I'm like, I'm like, he's traveled, you know, or he's just busy. He will come. You guys will meet. He's away on work. I try to say such things, but I always ensure I tell her that, you know, he loves you. Just to make sure it doesn't impact badly on her. If he loves her, he doesn't love her. That's no. What she needs is what I assure her. And now when she's grown enough, then she will know what the world is really is. Yeah. Hopefully she never gets to think of it negatively. Yeah.
Wow, let's talk a little bit about her and you introducing her online. She does so many things, some content, some dancing and everything. Like, how was it when you decided to introduce her online? I know some moms are like, I don't want to release her to the world, you know.
So when I was young, my parents let me be. I was this kid who would almost hold a concert in the village. If there's a party, I used to be the girl to be called. Weddings, I'm the one. As small as I was, I have a picture I should share it with you. Like I used to sing and go dance and people would appreciate me. I don't think I should hold my daughter from doing these things. I know it's a different setting. We are generations apart, but I think that's why your generation is at. You know, those TikToks, Instagrams, and you know, all those things. Ours was very different. So if I feel like this is the direction she should be taking, I just let her. But I watch very closely at the kind of content that is put out there, what she's watching, and the kind of people she's interacting with, the people she follows on the socials. And then I also let her know what is wrong and what is right. For example, you had her talk about twerking.
Yeah.
That is something very open we discuss with her. So she knows it is wrong. You saw how she said it, that it is wrong. Cursing is wrong. You know, like, so I let her know what is wrong and what is right. So she's able to make the decisions herself. But being out there on social media, I think it's scary, but I've realized she's become as hardcore as I am. You know, she'll say, like, Mommy, somebody said my shoes were not dope. But I was like, yo, but at least I have shoes. I'm like, yeah, good girl, you know. Yeah, so somehow we have to teach them how to be on that digital platform, because that's where we are headed and that's where we will be. I don't think this is ending. Yeah, I don't think we'll go back nyuma tena. It's just about it going, getting better. So she needs to be prepared and she needs to be knit correctly.
Okay. You watching her becoming a strong girl and intelligent as she is, how does it make you feel as a mom?
Mashallah. Let me tell you something. When I discovered I was pregnant, nilienda church, Nairobi Chapel, because I was freaked out. And I know I'd told the father and he was like, you know, karuka your story. So I knew. Bro, our story is very deep, just that I don't want to talk about. But yeah, he wasn't part of it, yeah? So I went to church. I knelt down at Nairobi Chapel, I remember. And I prayed. I was like, God, I have fucked up. But here I am on my knees to you. I don't think I'm a saint. I have sinned. Here I am. Now take me as I am. Like, I prayed a very deep prayer. But I remember what I told God. I would like you to be a father of my child.
Already the dad.
I asked God, I was like, God, can you please be the father of my child? I know this is a very odd prayer to make. But is it possible? When I can't, you can. Let me tell you, I swear and I feel it that God said yes. We have never lacked. My baby is just blessed in so different ways, and I believe other children are, but I feel like mine was from that prayer that I made on that day. We've had situations that I don't know how to solve, but God just solves it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, the dad did it. The many times I don't say that, but the actual dad I mean is God, not. Yeah.
Maybe coming back to the career that you do, Pierra, you've done this for quite some time now. Yeah, and you've said the main reason umekuwa kwa industry is because you know how to, you didn't get to the industry to try to be someone else, but you yourself. I'd like to know, what is your plan? Do you coach some other young DJs? Do you talk to them, or what do you do?
Yes, I do, but right now I've stopped. Because sometimes when you address women, you give them hacks of life, they think you're being mean or you're trying to kuwafungia. For example, when I tell people, when you go to a club as a female DJ, get in 30 minutes before time, perform and leave. Don't sit there in the club. People judge us very wrongly. Usikunywe hapo. The moment you're wearing your short shorts and looking all beautiful, people think female DJs are just people to play around with. Exactly. So let them know your class. And people think I lie. But trust me, I've been there, done that, got a baby. So I know how the industry is. So every time I keep trying to advise young girls, and sometimes you hear them talk really badly. I've had young DJs talk shit and you're like, stop. Trust me, I'm not here to block your success. I'd be happy if you're successful, but sometimes I've had so much experience. I'm 42. I've had so much experience, I could help you before you get trapped in there. But now I decided to stop. But what I'm doing, I'm opening a DJ school, which I'm very, very excited about. Wow. And it will not only teach about just DJing, but brand, packaging yourself. So I look forward to that. Maybe that will help, because then it's not a personal thing. It's not you, I'm looking at you like my daughter and I'm like, come, let me talk to you. And when I talk to you, you're like, we are nanionea. No, it's you, come get your education and do whatever you want with it. Yeah.
Wow. So when are you opening the school? Is it soon?
Yes, very soon, probably we are making it now. So hopefully, I'm not in a rush, but whatever we are making, I know probably in 2 months we might be open. So we're looking at Feb. Okay.
So you'll have different people teaching, different teachers?
Yes, I have very good teachers already. Wow. And there are teachers I have looked up to. And there are teachers also who trained me, So I'm happy for that. For brand, I know there's much I can do myself. And I mean, having been in advertising for such a long time, I worked at Scanad for so many years. So there's a lot I know I can pick that can help somebody in the industry, and probably which has helped me. I mean, there are some places that you work, and maybe you might not have made a lot of money, but the knowledge you get from that place, it makes you, like it gets you to where you want to be. And maybe that's where I am at. I've always been at the top. And some people are always like, how come? It's been 17 years in the game, 17. Yeah, 17 years in the game. How do you remain relevant? You're still not 20, but you're still killing it. I'm like, where? Hebu kuja shule nikwambia what I did. So there are things that probably we can choose to do that can help our brand, because brand is everything at the end of the day. Yeah.
Wow, you've mentioned about your age, and you're amongst a few maybe female celebrities that don't shy off by saying their age. You unasemanga tu miaka yako, proudly you say you're 42. Hey, tell us the secrets behind being beautiful, looking young.
One, it's God. And staying out of stress. Unaona sana nikikuwa hapa nikipiga stories za baby daddy ndazeeka bana. Ni shida mingi sana, you just don't want to talk about them. Just stay out of troublesome things. Just stay away. Look for peace. But all the same also, embrace who you are. If you're 42, embrace it. Sometimes we fear to be ourselves. We fear to be who we are. You know, we fear, oh, I don't like my body shape, so the next thing I'm covering up. You know, I don't like the way I smile, so this is my favorite part. This is my side. We judge ourselves too much. And I came to realize, Eve, the moment you embrace yourself, the moment you love your smile, people will love your smile. The moment you look at yourself, you're like, I'm young, I'm energetic, people will take you like that. But the moment you sit back timid and you start feeling like, I know I'm 42, but I look 60, that is what you will be. So whatever it is you proclaim, one, with your mouth, two, the way you take yourself is how people will take you. And that's why I keep telling young people, tafadhali, if you know you're becoming a star, own it. Don't wait for somebody else to tell you you're a star. Own it yourself. Do you know how many times I've been told I'm a bad DJ? One time I went on TV and I said it. I was like, let me tell you something. I am making money. So if being a bad DJ is what makes you money, go ahead, be a bad DJ. At the end of the day, we're all trying to make money. At the end of the day, if mtu asikudanganya, do you know why you're seated here with a microphone trying to work? Why? Because you want to earn a living. Yeah. Me, do you know why I'm about right now to run for a gig? Because I want to make money. We love the craft. We love it. But you know what? At the end of the day, kama leo nikuje niambiwe, by the way, State House iko na gig, unalipwa 50K. Alafu niambiwe, unaona pale Roisa, Mirema, Paris, wanakulipa 100 Gs. Bro, mimi nitaenda wapi? Paris. It's about the money at the end of the day. I want to make money. I want to secure a proper education for my baby. So we are all in it for the money and the craft. Yeah. But wacha nikwambie kitu moja. DJing. Unajua unaweza DJ? Do you know you can do that? DJing is about music. There is the craft part of it. But enda club. Ingia kwa booth, feature, cover it up. Then play the music one after another. Most drunkards will not even know who's playing. They will enjoy. Okay. So the thing is, you think about, everybody can play, but what is it that will make me different? What will people look and they say, like, yeah, this chick is different? That's what people need to think about. But the first thing, make money. Please, we are all against poverty. Yeah. Just make money. Whatever it takes, whatever it takes to make money, do it. Yeah.
Ngale pale watu wana comment pale wanasema shepu nini inamaanisha Pierra pale unapiga gym ama wewe ni jeans?
Ni jeans. Hata madhe anakaa hivi. So I was saying, I think it's just family genes. We all have big hips, small waists, and I can't say I have big boobs. No, but they are moderate boobs. So it's like that kind of a shape. When I gave birth, you know how, I don't think you were born.
When was that?
No, okay. 7 years ago when I got Rika, like I blew up. I used to trend every day. Oh my God, I was tarnished badly. Vibaya. Yani mpaka was like, they were like, oh, she no longer has her body. She's messed up. She's whatever. Like there's so much content that used to be put out about me. I got so depressed at some point. I was like, God. Alafu hata mimi mwenyewe nikijiangalia, I'm like, what? Because I used to be 50 kgs when I got pregnant. 50.
Used to be 50? 50 kgs, yeah. So look, maybe kama mimi.
I was, if I show you some of my pictures, I was like you, kabisa. Yeah. And then now, I got to 94 kgs. Hey. Literally double. Yeah. Even me, I used to feel it. But I felt like I'm just being given pressure. I'm a new parent, single, trying to figure out life. Like literally shit has hit the fan. I have no money. Like there's so much going on for people to be here telling me about my weight. And that's why I was like, you know what? I don't know about my body. This is my first child. I don't know how it's going to be. But I was like, the day comes back, people will suffer. And that's why you see me posting some pictures and videos. I'm like, oh guys, just a reminder. Yeah, this is me. But I just post to show people sometimes that when you're here, looking like this, tomorrow you never know. Yeah. Things change, but I didn't do surgery. I didn't do anything. It just, my body went back. I did try to gym here and there, but my body went back, and then I breastfed a lot. Yeah.
So within how long you are able to snap back or become better?
Imagine 3 years. Watu wasikupe pressure ati ile yao you need to snap back immediately after 6 months, at 1 month. No. Me, it took me 3 years to snap back to get a flat tummy and all this. It took almost 3 years. And that for me, imagine, to be honest, I'll credit it to breastfeeding. you're breastfeeding inasaidia sana wa mama ku lose weight, and they don't know that. So most refuse to breastfeed because they think imagine me nilikuwa nakula everything, but when I breastfed, my baby breastfed for long. But now vile nilianza ku lose, do you know I lost nikafika sijui 54 kgs. Now I was looking really bad. So now I had to start feeding again just to get back at least to where I am right now. I'm at 62 hapo, so I feel like I'm okay. This is where I need to be.
Wow. Hey, watu wamesikia. You know me, I thought you've always been like this.
Hey, no. You haven't seen my pictures, babe?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I need to send them to you. Hey, I became like this, first then this. Yeah, at least now I'm there in the middle. You don't know how 2-3 months will be from today. I might just be like this or, yeah.
Wow. Anyway, Pierra, there's some time back, si kitambo sana, juzi tu, people have been seeing you with a creative feel. And of course, maswali 2-3 pale, watu wanauliza, inakuaje, ni mpenzi, amekuwa Ben 10, ni nini inaendelea, unajua?
Now let me tell you something that jazzes me, is when people think like I'm really rich. Like I got a lot of money, which I don't. Like honestly, I would love to have more money. So they think I'm taking care of Phil. Nimemweka, like mimi
the correct one.
Nimemweka ati mimi ni anti wa Mujita, mama wa G-Wagon. Mujita hivyo. So Phil is a very good friend of mine. We've known each other with Phil for years now. Like he's my boy. He's one of those people who, if right now Phil calls me, I'll just show up. I mean, if I called Phil right now, he'll show up. We're those kind of friends. And you see, I support his businesses. He supports my work. And when he was opening that bridal shop, I was like, what can we do to bring traffic to your shop? And I was like, okay, let's do something a content that will trend and then bring attention to that. And he did. And he's selling very well. Yeah.
Wow, so there's nothing like...
Phil is so cute. If I was his age, if I were an age like a little younger than him, I would definitely be running after him. Yeah, but right now, no. I really like my men grown.
You wouldn't want anything to do with small boys?
No.
Really? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Maybe
does it mean?
Does
it? Maybe you should try. Okay, does it mean right now you're not in any relationship, or just that you don't show that part?
One, I don't share the part. However, I believe I'm only in a serious relationship, or I'm taken if I am married. Okay, so I haven't found the one to marry me. So that means I'm very much available. I just don't want to lock out my real man. Probably I'm here dating someone who's not
the one.
But yeah, you know what I mean. So me, I believe once I get married, then I'll say I'm taken. But for now, probably I'm just taken for granted. And I'm just there. If I go out on dates, I meet different people. Some I like, others I don't like. Others are sort of what I'm looking for, and then they surprise me. There are so many different people. I get confused, but somehow I know my heart is looking for something that the day I'll see it, I'll know.
So what is the major thing you would look in a man? Character, man.
Yeah, character. I think character is everything. Someone who has to be very, very respectful. I'm very big on respect. I don't even think love to me comes before. Yani, it's respect. Respect has to come, because I believe nowadays, with this generation, respect is very easily. For me, if somebody can look at me and feel like I can't do this because my girlfriend is there, or she will not feel respected, or she's not okay with it, and somebody minds that, then I think I'm very okay with that. Mtutu anakumind. Si ile tu doesn't care. Let me hit on her best friend. Let me. Go hit at somebody in Bahamas. You know what I mean? But don't mess it up. Yeah.
Of course, looking at you, maybe utapatana pia na some boys who are young.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? Because I believe they are there. Kuna wale pia wanataka hiyo kuwekwa.
I tease the shit out of them. Anyway, okay, no, I just laugh. I embrace them. I listen to them.
How do you behave? How do you love to them?
I get, especially in the clubs or concerts or, funkies and whatever, you find people, and some feel like they can provide for you. There's some rich kids who just feel like they can provide for you, and you're wondering, do you know what's provision? What do you know what you're talking about? But there's some who are actually quite not exciting. There are guys who are a bit grown. They're mature. Let me say mature, and they hit on you, and you're like,
Okay, the age is young, but
yeah,
they're mature.
and not just young, like really young, and you're like, where? Then you're like, oh God, no. Imagine. You know, you can almost give it a thought because they're just too mature. But now you remember the age, you're like, wait. Abu acha tu. Just leave me alone.
So you would never date somebody who is younger than you?
I can date someone who's younger than me, but not extremely younger.
Extremely young,
Yeah,
unamaanisha
you know, like I
kama
don't want to
20s.
date like a 20. Tutapelekana wapi? Nitamnyonyesha ama nini? You know, there are those who are really young. I can't. But somebody who's just slightly younger than me, somehow we might find a middle ground, and or they might be quite mature and stable enough for us to get
From
somewhere together.
30s, you can give a chance, but 20s, no.
Yes, no, 20 I can't. But it's a 30 also who is very mature. You know, there are 30 who are just kids. Kids, yani. That even there are some people my age, even at 43, 44, who I can't look at. You know, you're like, no, you're childish. For me, maturity is key, muhimu sana. And then now, of course, you have to be stable financially. To be honest, nimesuffer. I've really suffered. I don't want to go back to some places where I came from. Unless I am so in love that I feel I can take care of this person, then, and I can see akuna potential to work hard, then I can get into a relationship with that person. But kama ana potential to work hard, brozy.
Okay, have you, since maybe your last relationship that was serious, that you got your baby, have you ever given it a chance and you got somebody, maybe you were disappointed or anything?
No.
You've never? Over the years?
Let me tell you, I almost made a joke that I make outside, which is a joke. Mi sema, wacha nitafute dem siku hizi, but it's a joke. No, we are looking for the right person, okay? But I think after my baby daddy, I realized how stupid I was. That I watch out so much that I judge every person who comes very close to my life. Mi kuwa na hivi, shit. I'm like, tick, cancel. Cancel kama tatu nishaenda. You know, like I judge harshly. However, it is acceptable because I don't want to make the same mistakes. The red flags for me, if I see like 2-3 red flags, I'm just out. And then there is no time to waste. We don't have to sit here and start saying, okay, will you change? Will you do, okay, let me wait and see if you'll change. Bro, kama ako hivo. If that's not what I want, that's not what I want. No need to waste time. But you can tell somebody who, apart from the flaws that they have, you can tell they are willing to work on it. That I can give a chance. But I don't feel like wasting time in relationships. I don't want to be staki kufungiwa in a relationship and then it's not going anywhere. You get? So I haven't been in a really serious relationship that's not going anywhere. Easy. Yeah.
Okay, so being at 42, you know, there's this stereotype in the society that, when you a lady grows old, you won't get somebody to love you or to marry you, such things. Like, they have never gotten to you and you've never felt like, you know what, maybe I'm getting old, I'll never get somebody.
No. You know, at first I thought like that, and I almost made that mistake and got married because I was scared.
Really?
Yes. I almost made that mistake. But then I realized, okay, to be honest, probably right now, where my man is, my future, my husband, is with someone else. So it's okay. Wacha akayafa avalize akuje, because I believe we're all destined for someone. Secondly, people get married, people get divorced. You know, God forbid, but watu kufa. There are so many people to get married to be honest. So that fear of, I will never get married because I'm 42, what do you mean? Kwani men wanaisha? Basi wakikataa nikikosa a 30 year and above, say I go basi for a 20. You see, there's still people that you can marry, like people divorce every day, you get. So I don't think we can run out of people to marry us, to be honest. If today I went out here and I said I want to get married, do you think I would miss someone to marry me?
No.
But now, do I want to make that mistake of just marrying because I want to please the society? I want to be happy. I want to be in love with somebody. I want that person to be in love with me. And I always say I don't believe in divorce. I don't believe in divorce. So if somebody is planning to marry me, we are in it for life. We'll just be somewhere in Greece, seated when we are 70 like this, God help, still in love. I love love so much that I want it to be right. I believe in love so much, and I want it to be right. But I don't want just to be there because I want the society to see I've been married and... No. No.
Wow. Maybe, Pierra, as we conclude, what would you tell your fans? Over the years, 17 years, such a long time.
One, I'm doing my anniversary, which I'm looking forward to. I can't wait for people to go through my journey, to listen to me. I'm having a night of tears and laughter. I want people to know what I've gone through. I want to talk about people who failed me. I want to talk about people who've supported me, who really never cared who I was, but they still supported me and helped me get to where I want to, where I wanted to be. I want to talk about how the industry has been for me as a woman, how easy, how bad, how ruthless, how great it has been. And then I want to perform for people, just me. So we are doing that next year. I'm looking forward to that one. So for 17 years are just for DJing, but I've been there. I was an actress, I'm still an actress. So acting started Kitambo. So yeah, we have a lot to celebrate, but all I can tell people is one, and I repeat it, be yourself. Please, in this era where people don't want to be themselves, try be yourself. Stop trying to be like Eve. She's a person by herself. It wasn't easy for you. Yeah. Did you want to be someone else? No. You created a path for yourself. So the moment you embrace who you are and work on that person, you will totally earn your success. Don't compete. The only person you can compete with is you. Yeah. Don't get discouraged. Sana media squeezy, no one will tap your shoulder. Everybody wants to put you down. So don't listen to those things. Just work on you. Then open your eyes. Know the people who truly support you and know those that don't support you. Those that don't support you will be there with you, smiling with you. Okay? The people who genuinely support you most likely are quiet and they're just, rooting for you, cochini. Like, for example, Eve, how many times have you done something that deserves, you've done something so good, and you see not many people will applaud you. But the day you're trending over something negative everybody will send you the link. You're like, why didn't you send me that link when I won an award as the world DJ? Why? So people will celebrate when you're going down. But the moment you're making it, they will never celebrate you. No. So watch out for such things. So don't listen to people. Just be yourself and walk your path. Don't listen to Izivitu's aside. Just tembea too. And you'll see yourself. Because let me tell you, one of the greatest fear I had was ever to trend on Twitter.
Me too. Hey!
Oh my God, it used to scare me.
Me too used to scare me.
After I trend, you realized the following morning you were alive, you're having your very good breakfast, nothing happened, and the following day they were still trending someone else.
You've been replaced.
You're like, whoa. The other time I found myself saying, sija trend in a long time, I feel like I'm losing followers. I was like, what? I really actually love trending. It's keeping me relevant. It's business at the end of the day. So for me, filter what you listen to, and also don't take anything as a negative. If you trend today, think of it as a good thing. Yeah. If people say negative thing about you, always remember those people, one, they're not above you. Mungai, today, if ever you see someone talking shit about you, it's not someone who's doing better than you. Most people who are decent and are making their own money and they're doing well will never discourage you. Yeah, but someone who kochini hivi, they will say shit about you. So the best thing, always relax. When you see somebody saying something, even look at them, you don't know them, you don't know each other. So that means they really don't know anything about you. So don't take it personally. Just laugh about it and move on. Yeah.
Sometimes it's tough, especially in our generation.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's too much hate online. Sometimes there's love.
Yeah.
It's both.
It's always a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's like this. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, Pierra, for joining us. Guys, it has been the Mungai Eve Show. We've been having Pierra Makena. Make sure you follow her on all her socials. Check out her work and make sure you share this video. You subscribe. We meet in the next one.